I love you. All the good times we had, I wish I could repeat them for the past 3 months. Love and feeling a little feeble. What's good, y'all? What's good, everyone? Watching my latest video analytics, there's a lot of new people coming to the channel. I just want to say, first thing first, be sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, it will really boost my numbers. It will put me in the algorithm, and it will help me grow. Because I want to do this full time. If y'all don't see it, look, struggle's real, okay? I'm trying. Let's go. Let's go with the hat. You know what I'm saying? It's the hat. It's drippy. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, got my rock right here. It's not crack rock. It's just a regular rock. No, it's not a regular rock. My mom bought it online. It's some type of... I honestly don't know. She bought me a rock online. Look, my mom, she gets me stuff, okay? She like, my mom got me a rock, bro. I was like, hey, thanks, mom. She said, it protects against something. I was like, okay. I ain't hating. It's just a rock. But that being said, interview with Basquiat. Like I said before, Basquiat's one of my inspirations. I'm always do videos on him. I wish he was still alive. Rest in peace. I was going to say rest the dead, but I was like, Oh, well, no, I was trying to think. I'm trying to say rest in peace to the dead. It just in my head didn't come out the right way. I don't know. But with that being said, let's get into the video. I'm sorry if I'm random. I just my girlfriend spent tonight. We hit milestones yesterday, last night, this morning. It was a lot. That new Marvel movie, Shang-Chi, good as fuck. Oh, let's get into the video.
The Fun Gallery was begun in 1981 by Bill Stelling and the underground movie actress Patti Astor. While acting in the movie Wild Style, Patti met graffiti writers like Fab Five Freddy, and the Fun Gallery soon became a top showcase for the best in graffiti from Manhattan and Brooklyn. How'd you get involved with graffiti?
Coming down to the East Village, and I was looking at the stuff on the trains, and I met them at parties.
And what, you thought it was the most interesting art going, or the art that had the greatest potential?
Well, no, I just thought they were good artists. I know a lot of good artists, and I thought they were good artists too. I never really distinguished between graffiti and art, really.
Would you consider graffiti a mainstream art or mainstream culture?
Well, I don't understand what's the difference between mainstream. I mean, just like the gallery, I never wanted to be considered an alternative space. I don't understand really the meaning of that word. I think that it can be appreciated by just about anybody. We've had shows all over the world, and a lot of some of these paintings in this show here have already been sold to banks to put in their corporate headquarters, like this one. And I think that a lot of people when we are known a lot as a graffiti gallery, although I think as our other artists are starting to get more well known, that's changing, because I never really sought to be a graffiti gallery or market it as graffiti at all. It's just art. And I think that a lot of people, when they come down, when we finally get them down to the gallery and do a little education, they're very surprised by what they see when they get here, because they're just expecting a big bunch of throw-ups or something like what you see on the trains. I think if you have something worthwhile to offer, you're going to outlast any trend. And that's one reason why I've always tried to, as I said again, just present this just as art, because I think that it's a big responsibility to tell someone that you think they can be an artist and support them. And don't have no intention of having these guys left in the lurch after 2 years. I think that there's a lot of people around that have every intention of doing that. They don't care. And just as I said, there's good artists and there's bad artists. The good ones will last and prevail. We were the first gallery to show individual artists from graffiti in individual shows to differentiate that it's not just like graffiti. There's individual people who are
that's
artists
beautiful.
who have
Like,
very
look at that.
individual
That's so
styles that
fucking
are doing that, and we were the first gallery to give them one-man shows so that people could see their individual styles.
My name is actually Fred Brathwaite, but all my friends call me Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah, that referred to 5 graffiti artists?
Well, mainly the Lexington Avenue number 5 train, which the Fab Five, mainly Lee, Doc, Mono, and Slade and Slug, made famous for doing elaborate, trains, subway, whole cars. I haven't done any graffiti since early 1980. Basically, what I do now is just produce and produce and produce, paintings, and stuff like that.
What's the difference of doing it on trains and doing it on canvas?
You can't do graffiti on canvas unless you're doing it in an illegal context. Graffiti is illegal. It's a crime, and it's like a teenage street activity in New York, which is really wholesome. It's like baseball, stickball, punchball, tag, ring-a-levio. It's a street game, particularly what I see myself and my fellow artists that show here at the Fun Gallery, mainly Dondi, Zephyr, and Futura 2000. What we do is really a lot different from what we've done, or what we basically, people just like to throw the word graffiti around because, of course, it sounds like, illegal, Robin Hood or whatever. But it's not about that for us, Well, basically what I'm doing with this show is what I call still lifes in space, Basically paintings that I wanted to make for a long time, but didn't have time to make them because I just was, I did a movie, Wild Style, and I made a couple of records. But they just came out in about 2 weeks of painting.
This is interesting to me. Fab
This is
Freddy,
Jean-Michel Basquiat, a
Patti
Brooklyn-born
Astor,
23-year-old of Haitian-Puerto Rican
so,
descent, whose rapid
Basquiat,
rise
I'm not
from
saying.
street graffiti artist to international art figure
I'm a
has
fine.
been one of the cultural wonders
I'm bad
of the
with names, but
1980s.
whatever.
In 1982, the prolific Basquiat seemed to be in every group show on Expressionism, had solo exhibitions at major galleries in Soho, Zurich, and Los Angeles, and still had the energy to produce this large show at the Fun Gallery in New York's East Village. The Fun Gallery specializes in graffiti art, and Basquiat's exhibition was a special event that demonstrates that he still identifies with his unique artistic roots. Graffiti artists express themselves by quickly drawing words and pictures on public walls, and although he has moved to paint on canvas, Basquiat has maintained a similar spontaneous approach. With little inhibition, the self-taught artist splashes paint, draws, crosses out, and draws again. This work is called Jawbone of an Ass, and it has Basquiat's familiar mix of words, pictures, and abstract brushwork. His crude images, like this carnivorous bird, may seem naive, but they reveal basic truths and are filled with knowing humor. On the upper left, Basquiat has crossed out the words Rodin's thinker and has painted a contemplative black youth in a ghetto hat. In the center is a list of names, mostly from ancient history. In simple block letters, Basquiat has written Alexandria, Hector, and Aristophanes, names which not only connote glories of the past, but also remind us of school and our own enculturation. Some names have been crossed out or deliberately misspelled, and when we read the names, we can almost hear their sound. Basquiat creates concrete poetry and his art has been reproduced in literary publications like the Paris Review.
That's the first time someone says some shit like that. Basquiat makes concrete poetry on his artwork. I'm gonna let that sit with y'all.
We asked Basquiat about the words in his paintings. Where do the words come from?
Real life books, television.
Yeah, and you just skim them and start including...
No, I mean, when I'm working, I hear them, and I just throw them down.
Oh, yeah? Well, I mean, things like Punic Wars. I remember that was in one of your...
Oh, that was from a guidebook on Roman history.
And you had been reading it, and...
Well, it wasn't that long, that actual history part of it. It's like, history of Rome in 5 pages,
Yeah, and so you snatched a few words from it.
Yeah, I didn't snatch them,
They caught your...
They caught my eye, and I took them.
This painting is another mix of loosely connected notations. With words and pictures, Basquiat plays with the basic theme of anatomy and the human body. Showing his street smarts, he has named this painting Da Vinci's Greatest Hits, an allusion to Leonardo's famous anatomy studies at the Royal Library at Windsor Castle. One body part that Basquiat seems especially fond of is the foot, and this painting is filled with disarming, fresh drawings of feet seen from every direction. Basquiat learns about anatomy by studying traditional art, and in the upper right corner there is a reference to the return of the prodigal son and a drawing of the son's leg as he kneels to beg his father's forgiveness. On the left side of the canvas is some abstract brushwork, and below that is a huge leg. The red, blue, and black lines remind us of diagrams on medical charts. The distortions of the foot are especially gross and seem influenced by another childlike artist, Picasso. Below the foot, a man works on a railroad. Hammering spikes is hard work, and it is no wonder this man has a muscular torso. A torso has shoulder blades, ribs, and a spine, as we can see in this carefully labeled anatomical drawing. By focusing on anatomy, Basquiat resurrects a basic mode of art that anyone can relate to. This painting is filled with cleverly drawn pictorial references, and it is funny, smart, expressionistic satire about his interest in anatomy.
I wanted to do some anatomy stuff.
And
then I went out and bought some books that are about anatomy.
And then you started imitating.
Well, not really imitating, because I use them as a source material.
Yeah. So why'd you want to do anatomy stuff?
Because I felt like it.
Because you felt like it, or just becoming conscious of your own?
When I look at his artwork, I don't really think too deep behind it. I do, but I don't. Like, I see it point blank, what he's trying to say from my perception. Like, I don't know everything. He might be trying to say something left and I'm thinking right. But a lot of his artwork is about life, struggle. Like, little subtle things, racism, classism, this and that. I don't want to make it too deep because it shouldn't be this deep, but I honestly just wish he was live still. I felt like he could have made some artwork that he could have been, like, I don't know. If he was still alive to this day, I feel like he could have made shit that was like, oh my God. He could have been a billionaire right now, I bet. I bet he could have. Be honest with you. Or high up there. Every time I like watch stuff, him talking and stuff, I'm like, damn, he could have really did something more. He kept going, just kept going, made his own way, so future black kids could follow behind him. They don't have to build or go behind, like, the majority. Like, You don't act like, as a black kid, they like, you're the first black person to ever do this. You're the first black person to ever do that. They could be like, well, I'm Basquiat, I did it. Shit, I'm gonna do it just like him and be better than him. You know what I'm saying? That's who we gonna look up to. That makes sense. If you're a black artist, like, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. If you rap, poetry, spoken word, draw, make beats, play violin, shit, sound, like I don't know. If you just do anything in that category of art, see shit, you an artist to me.
Your own body?
No, just from more academic references to juxtapose them with what I do normally.
Yeah. And what do you say you do normally? That you're
I guess my first instinct would be to do a head.
Here, on quilted bedding material, painted a bright yellow and tied to a wooden frame, is the expressive face of a black man. Basquiat knows black culture, and this unstretched canvas depicts the black middleweight boxing champion Sugar Ray Robinson, complete with a crown like those used in graffiti signature
Is that
tags.
supposed to be eyes in the back?
Graffiti artists draw their images on any surface, and for Basquiat, this has resulted in an inventive attitude towards the traditional stretch canvas. This canvas has become a hotel with 200 rooms, and it is named after 2 Fleabag hotels and a fancy one on Fifth Avenue. This 3-part painting is all about food, and we can again see the playful way Basquiat expresses a basic theme with the...
Bruh, hold on. So, at my job, right, this dude saying he can't come into work tomorrow. Guess who about to cover his shift? I'm saying, you just have to get your bag, bro. I said, can I work instead of him? I'm down. I'm already working in the morning time. I might as well work that double. Got a double on Wednesday as well. Monday, I guess. Got to get that bag, man.
Deceptively simple drawings and words. To the left, he has written swine and poultry, slightly atypical words which seem to imply a double entendre. Since a chicken lays eggs, it's worth dollars, so it is not surprising that this crudely drawn chicken looks frightened. Off to the right is some pork dressed in a top hat and monocle. Basquiat probably copied this picture from a comic book or animated cartoon. The pig may look sophisticated, but he better not forget that he's 100% pure meat, and that means he's worth money. When we visited Basquiat's downtown studio, we talked about the content of one of his recent canvases and gained new insight into the way this amazing young artist fuses far-flung imagery into striking, humorous, expressive paintings. Let's just go through. What's this?
Pluto. Based on a drawing that was the first drawing of the moon by Galileo.
And so this is actually an image of the moon there.
No, actually, it's an image. Actually, it's actually an image of the moon. No, it's based on a drawing of the moon, but it's an image of Pluto.
Yeah. This looks like an eye.
Yeah. That's the evil eye, the Malocchio.
Oh. And below there, what's this now?
That's a Roman belt buckle. This says parasites.
Parasites.
Yeah.
And parasites meaning people?
No,
or
meaning parasites.
Meaning parasites. So when you're working on this, this Roman belt buckle, how'd you decide to?
Oh, that's from a drawing I did at the Metropolitan of a Roman belt buckle that was bronze.
And so you just decided you wanted to put a Roman belt buckle there and went to your drawing?
No, I wanted to put a Roman belt buckle on this painting, right? I had the idea to do it, and then I went all the way to Metropolitan Museum, and I just did the drawing of the buckle, and I came back with it, and I put it right there.
Oh, well, that's kind of a slow process.
I'm a slow person.
Is it me or that interviewer is kind of like, I feel like he was kind of talking to him like he was stupid, or like, but nah, I can't say that because his artwork is so different and so like unique where you have to ask questions and you have to talk. So is this what you doing? Why are you doing this? Why? Like, I get it. If I was in that age, I bet I asked 1,000 questions. 'Cause that's what I do. So never mind. I get that. But that being said, rest in peace, Basquiat. I'm gonna buy one of your paintings one day. I want to buy a Basquiat painting and put it in my house. So I want to do that. Not gonna lie to y'all. But I don't know what the fuck was that about. Like, like you know, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, what the fuck? That being said, y'all be sure to like, subscribe. Please share share the video. I'm gonna have the link for the original video in the description below. Y'all watch the video yourselves. Y'all tell me what y'all find, what y'all see. That being said, stay tuned to the next video. Peace. Oh, wrong button. I'm supposed to click that.